Hey, what's going on, guys? So today's video has to do with some silver here. Got this in a trade recently, so I haven't done a video on precious metals, specifically, silver related things in a while. Obviously, the metals market has been totally crazy. I think the last time I talked about silver, it was maybe like $14 or $15 an ounce, and obviously the last couple months it's gone over $20 an ounce. I mean, right now it's like $26. It was hovering around like $28, $29 an ounce for a while. I don't remember if it hit 30. If it didn't, it got really close. It's been insane. And for a lot of people right now is a great time to sell silver. However, there's this big question mark in the air, and it's one of the reasons why I haven't sold any silver at all. And that is what's going to happen with the election. All right, I think it's going to drive the market crazy. It doesn't really matter who wins as far as what's going to happen. I feel like regardless of who wins the election, the metals prices are going to be all over the place. I don't know if it's going to skyrocket. I don't know if we're going to see $50, an ounce silver again, or if it's just going to drop, But I feel like it's definitely going to be affected by the presidential election. So that's what I'm kind of holding out for. I've always had the plan that if silver got over $25 an ounce that I would sell some, but because of the very specific, unique circumstances, I'm holding off. And I think that if silver hits like $35 an ounce, then I'll probably dump a lot of silver. What I'll do is I'll save that money, wait until the metal prices come down, and invest in some gold, because one of my bucket list items is to get an ounce gold coin. I just never have. I never had the extra money to put into that specifically. I've always focused on silver. So eventually I would love to have a 1 troy ounce, gold eagle or something like that. But yeah, that's the idea. When silver hits a certain price, I'll sell some and I'll take that money and I'll sit on it and I'll wait until the prices go back down and drop to a reasonable amount. Now, what's a reasonable price to buy gold, in my opinion? You know what? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, gold got to an all-time high this year in 2020, a record high, over $2,000, which is it's crazy. It's the most expensive it's ever been. I want to say I'd probably be comfortable getting gold at maybe, I don't know, $1,200, $1,300, way back when people were buying gold for $300 an ounce. And if you ever did that, obviously now would be the time to sell it. But anyway, long story short, this video is about a trade I did. What actually happened was someone wanted something they saw in a video. It was a Multitool, and they wanted to trade me, but they were offering a couple things. I just wasn't interested in anything they had, and they had made a unique suggestion. And they said, well, what if I just buy something on Amazon for the value of the item? And I thought that's fantastic, and absolutely. And that's what happened. There's a bunch of different things I was looking at on Amazon. I always have like, a queue of things. If I want to place an order, there's always little dinky things here and there that I need off Amazon. But I thought it was a good opportunity to pick up more silver. So I picked out this 2007 Silver Eagle. All right, this one is a graded silver coin, and I've been really, really interested in graded slab silver. That's what they call these, slabs. All right, so there's different companies that do grading on all kinds of things, but obviously in this case we're talking about coins. And they obviously give it a rating. This one is an MS69, okay? MS70 is a perfect coin, absolutely perfect, no imperfections whatsoever. So obviously MS69 is a notch down, so maybe there's a hair scratch somewhere or a smudge or something on this. That obviously I'm not a coin grader, so I don't know the difference. But this one's from 2007, and this was a first strike. So what happens with these coins is you have the obvious physical value of the silver. At any given time, this is worth its weight in silver, all right? But being that it is a graded coin, now we're in, numismatic value. So for a coin collector, it's worth a lot more. Something like this is worth, I believe, like $50, $55. Obviously, as time goes on, some of the older coins might be worth more. Maybe someone's trying to fill out a collection, like me. My hand's raised, you can't see that. That's what I'm trying to do, is fill a collection. As far as loose silver dollars, I want to get one from every single year. All right, so that's kind of like a separate little collection goal, but I just like this slab silver. I think it's really, really neat. It looks really nice in the display case. So yeah, I just wanted to share it with you. I wanted to ask everyone out there who collects this type of silver. I've said this before in other videos, but I like silver for silver. Of course, I like minted coins because they're known all around the world to be genuine silver. I'm kind of leaning a little bit into the coin collection or coin collector aspect of it with these slab graded coins, because not only is it just silver content, but it is actually a collectible coin itself. All right. Now, I don't have so much interest in non-precious metal coins. Like, for example, if you have like a graded penny or something, you know, from 1905, I wouldn't have an interest in that. I don't care about coins in general. I care about silver coins or gold coins. That's my focus on the collection stuff. But I just think these are really, really cool to collect. Anyone out there, if you have some extra money and looking to start a hobby, collect these. These only go up in value. That's it. They just continuously go up in value with time. This is a great thing to hand off a collection of these to your kid one day. You know, pass it on to a niece or a nephew or something, grandkids. You know, it's just a good little collectible that's going to retain that value or go up. What I thought was really cool though, ever since I got into these, probably, I don't know, 6 months ago or so, I downloaded a couple different apps. All right, this was graded by PCGS, all right, which you can see right up here. All right, so again, talking about those different companies that do grading. So PCGS, they have their own app for verification. You can see that this has a barcode here, it has a serial number. Of course, it has like a holographic sticker on the back to show that it's genuine, because people do try to fake these things. So what's cool about this phone app is that you could punch in the serial number here, or you can just scan it. All right, so you want to put that red line that's blinking on here on that barcode. Make sure it's focused, and there you go, it picks it up. So now you have some information about the coin. All right, zoom in here a little bit. You can see that it is 2007. $1 face value, Silver Eagle First Strike, all right, made in America, MS69 is the grading, and it shows you the mintage, all right, so there's 9,028,036 of these coins. So if you do happen to get into these slab coins and stuff, whether it's silver or not, doesn't really matter. If you like these graded coins, it's definitely worth getting the apps for all the different companies. There's like generic apps too, they're supposed to do different ones, but they're not as good. I like the specific apps for the companies where you just scan the barcodes. Again, just to verify that things are genuine and real, but also gives you an idea of value. I forgot to mention it, but on the bottom there it shows this is currently worth $55. So anyway, let me know down in the comment section if you guys collect these slab coins. I think it's really cool. It's just a very specific type of way to collect silver that I think is just awesome. Not only does this appeal to anyone who likes to purchase silver and collect silver, but it also appeals to a completely separate market of coin collectors. All right, so these tend to be a lot easier to sell as well in the future. But let me know what you've been doing with silver. I mean, geez, when this pandemic started, silver dropped down to $12 an ounce or $13 an ounce, somewhere around there. That is cheap. So if you were smart enough to purchase silver, let's say you bought 100 ounces at $12 or $13, and when it jumped up to $22 or $23, if you dumped that, you would have made $1,000 profit. You would have made $10 profit on each ounce that you purchased. You know, so I mean, it's one of those things. This doesn't happen very often. The pandemic changing the market. Obviously, this crazy presidential election coming up is going to affect the market, in my opinion. We'll see what happens. But these are very unique circumstances. So it's not like just any old given time you could buy a bunch of silver and sell it in a couple months and make, you know, a ton of money. It's not like that. It is very much a long-term investment. It's something that you're basically doing as a hobby. And hey, if the price goes up and you sell it, make a bunch of money, that's great. But the idea is that at least it retains money. Instead of, you know, having a couple dollars in a bank account that gets barely any interest at all, you might want to invest it in silver. It's just, you know, it's not for everyone. I will say that. You know, you might be watching the video and you don't know much about silver and it sounds interesting and fun. You really have to research a lot of stuff. You have to really know what you're getting into. It's not an easy way to make money. Like I said, with these particular circumstances, if you had a lot of money to invest, yeah, you could have made a killing. But not a whole bunch of people out there just are sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars that they can just buy a bunch of silver and flip it real quick and make a ton of money. But as I say, sometimes, you know, money makes money. So if you want to make those big profits, sometimes you have to invest big dollars. For me, it's like I said, it's a hobby. It's something cool. Eventually, I like to give it to my future child, you know, or my niece and nephew or something. That's the whole point of it. Or, you know, one day a big old financial storm comes and I have some kind of assets that's sitting there that could be sold to maybe help in those situations. So anyway, that's all for now. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.